This is Hannah Johansson, and today we're going to talk about
Alzheimer's disease, the sixth leading cause of death among Americans. Over 5.4 million Americans have it today, with 3 million more diagnosed every year. By 2050, it is approximated that over 15 million Americans will be diagnosed with Alzheimer's. 1 in 9 people in America over the age of 65 have Alzheimer's, and there is no cure yet. So what is actually going on in the brain of an Alzheimer's patient? There are two main processes that separate these brains apart from healthy brains. The first is called plaque formation, the second, tau phosphorylation. This first process, plaque formation, happens when a normal protein called APP begins to be improperly broken down by lysosomes. These lysosomes split the cells in the incorrect places, and instead a toxin called beta amylose forms. This very sticky toxin begins to accumulate around the brain as more and more improper cuts are made, and eventually all the beta amylose sticks together and forms a very unhealthy plaque. The second process is called tau phosphorylation. There's a protein called tau that normally works to hold microtubules inside the neurons together. It acts as a binding agent, but sometimes this tau gets a phosphate group added to it, which causes it to change shape. Once it's changed shape, it's no longer able to hold the microtubule together, and it disintegrates. Thus, tau is left floating around and begins to tangle with itself and form more harmful structures. Okay, but which of these structures is actually causing the neurodegeneration? Scientists aren't quite sure, but there are a few theories as to what is. The first is called the amyloid hypothesis. It was developed about 25 years ago in response to two landmark studies. The first of which looked at early onset familial Alzheimer's patients who all have a mutation on either their PSEN1 or PSEN2 genes. This causes APP to be improperly broken down and high levels of beta amyloid to be found within their brains. All of these patients developed Alzheimer's at a very young age. The second study simply replicated these results in mice. All of the mice that received mutated genes got Alzheimer's. The drawbacks of this hypothesis are that it doesn't explain tau tangles, and not everyone with the plaques gets Alzheimer's. Current theory holds that a combination of plaques, tangles, genetics, and environment is causing Alzheimer's because targeted amyloid treatments simply aren't working. Given this level of complexity, how are we supposed to cure this thing? First, it's going to take innovation, looking at this problem from new angles. It'll take experimentation, lots of trial and error, collaboration between many scientists, using each other's ideas and building. Last, it'll take inspiration, bright minds like you working to fix this.